Welcome! This past weekend I attended the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival. In this video I thought I'd share some of the highlights and vendors that I saw at the show. The festival was held at the North Haven Fairgrounds and is always held the last Saturday in April. The show this year was pretty large compared to previous years. There were 5 barns that were used for vendors and sales, as well as some outdoor vendors. I attended with my Spinners Guild and spent much of the day spinning and talking about spinning with anyone who wanted to know. The festival had a large range of vendors, from a raw fleece sale, roving yarn, notions, bags, tools, needle felting kits, rug hooking, ceramics. And there were also demonstrations, and I'm sure I missed some of the excellent vendors that they had there as well. Outside there was an assortment of food trucks available as well. There were several demonstrations held throughout the day. There was a spinning bee competition, an Angora rabbit shearing and care demonstration, a sheep shearing demonstration, as well as throughout the day they had various times herding dog demonstrations. One of the barns there was a fleece sale. You could purchase an entire raw fleece direct from the sheep, and they had many different breeds of sheep available for purchase as well. I meant they had many different breeds of sheep fleeces. The sheep were not actually for sale in the barn. One of the first stalls that I visited was the Shirsty Cat, and they sell hand-dyed yarn and fiber, and they have just the most amazing vibrant colors. And right next door to this stall was the Dirty Water Dyeworks, and they sell hand-dyed yarn on just the most beautiful bases. And this shop here is Stitched by Jessalu. They make handmade project bags in some really beautiful fabrics. Next up was the Henny Farm, which I think is just the absolute cutest name. They had beautiful hand-dyed natural yarns. They also sold scarves, rugs, goat milk soap, and candles. And the next shop up was the Twist of Fate Spinnery. They do milled yarns, felts, and roving, and they have beautiful natural colored wool yarn. Next up is Katrinkles. They sell buttons, notions, and tools. They had these really cute sheep-shaped bobbins, as well as some stitch gauge tools, both for needle gauges, stitch gauges. I visited the CurlyQNJ fibers. They had hand-dyed fibers in lovely colors on a variety of bases. Next up is Morehouse Farms. At this shop they had yarn and kits. The kits were for these really cute animal-shaped mittens and backpacks, scarves, just absolutely adorable. Next was the Burgis Brook Alpacas. They have really soft alpaca yarns and just lovely colors. Every year we always make a stop at the Jastamere tree farm. They sell all things maple, and a trip to the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival wouldn't be complete without some maple candies. In the same barn was Tidal Yarns. They sell naturally dyed yarns that are locally sourced, and the colors were just amazing. Really beautiful assortments of naturally dyed yarns. There was the Fiber Stash Dyeworks. This vendor sells really vibrant and beautiful hand-dyed yarn on a variety of bases. This shop here was called Bead Biz. They sold beads, kits, patterns, and tools. and they had just stunning samples knit up in this booth. The next shop up is called Going Gnome. Here they sold needle felting kits, and the displays in this booth were just great. They had these really large needle felted animals and creatures. They sell the kits in various difficulty ratings. I saw beginner through to advanced, like that red dragon there was an advanced pattern difficulty. Last, I thought I'd share my purchases. From the Twist of Fate stall, I purchased this bulky weight yarn in a natural color. It's 150 yards per skein, and I bought 6 skeins, which is 900 yards of this one. And then from the Stephen Wilette tools, you'll see in just a second, I purchased a mini loom. I was so excited about this stall that I forgot to take any videos or photographs, which is a shame because the stall was really beautiful with these natural wood tools. They had different size looms, mini looms, as well as some other tools for weaving. Then the next place that I visited was the Tidal Yarns, where I picked up a box of assorted fingering weight yarns, and these are all naturally dyed wool, just beautiful colors. I also bought last year's t-shirt from the Connecticut Sheep and Wool stall. I wanted the long sleeve t-shirt, and this year was a short sleeve shirt, so I did purchase the 2023 shirt. Then I visited the Red Hart Bunnies stall, and I purchased this project bag. I have a thing for lobsters, so this was right up my alley. I've seen elsewhere project bags that are made in this design, and I really wanted to get my hands on one so that I could figure out how to make them myself as well. The next shop that I visited was called CurlyQNJ. And this was one of the outside vendors, and from them I purchased a roving. It's this 100% Polworth roving, and it's in the color unicorn tail, which I think it looks a little bit like cotton candy. I love the pinks and the blue color of it. Next, I visited the Ravenwood, and I purchased this roving. It's from a Romney sheep. And I think the best part about it is that they sell it by the sheep that produced it. So this one came from Jake. And the next purchase that I have is from the Shirsty Cat Designs. I actually purchased 2 braids of this. It's a wool nylon blend, and I am really hopeful that this is going to be destined for some sock yarn. I've tried in the past to spin sock weight yarn before, and I've had a little difficulty achieving just the right gauge. So with any luck, this is going to be the one that does it. The final purchase that I'm going to share today is from Cone 6 Designs. We purchased this beautiful vase. The artist is Cherie Gage, and I include an image of her business card at the end in case you are interested in looking her up. She was saying that she uses grasses in the glazing process to achieve this design that you can see on the front of the vase. And both my husband and I just loved this and thought it was a beautiful piece to bring home. We did purchase some food while we were there, and that we did not bring home with us, at least not too much of that. No trip is complete without some of the kettle corn, and so we had a lovely big bag of kettle corn as well as those delicious maple candies. I hope that you enjoyed what the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival had to offer. I know that I certainly did. This video was really just a taste of the festival. There were so many more amazing vendors and demonstrations, and it's just always worth the visit.